Hello, 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 everybody. Greetings. Greetings and welcome to Jamfet Live. It's been a while, but we're here. It's D-Day. It's D-Day. So, who is ready? Who is ready for tonight? Well, it's night in Europe. I guess it's American prime time, depending on where you are. But let me know, who are you backing tonight for the 100 meters for women? It's going to be a ding-dong battle between the Jamaicans. I think it's going to be very difficult to find another winner outside of the Jamaicans. Although Dina Asher-Smith looks very good. But who are you guys backing for the 100 meters tonight? Let me know who you backing tonight. Greetings, greetings, one and all, and welcome. Island Sister TV, good to see you. Greetings. Who are you backing tonight for the victory? Richie Rich, Jamaican Kitchen. Wagwan. Blessings to you, Richie Rich. Sabrina and Richard, big up on yourself. Jamfet is alive. We are alive. I've been so busy. I've been out and about. But are you guys ready for the big race tonight? Are you guys ready for the big race tonight? And who are you putting your money on? Richard saying blessings, everyone. Island Sisters TV saying it has to be the Jamaicans for sure. You know we're back in Jamaica. At the end of the day, anybody win, we're happy, though. 1, 2, 3 says Richie. Me say 1, 2, 3, 4. Because of 4 we have in there now. We have 4 in there. But Shelly is looking very good. Shelly-Ann is looking very good. Elaine, I don't know if Elaine is 100% or if she's just conserving her energy or what, but I'm looking forward to the races. The track isn't that fast, I have to say. I've been very disappointed with the times that the athletes are running. You know, the times are not as fast as you would expect. But I mean, Curly's time last night wasn't very fast, and in general, it seems like the track is not as fast. But you never know. Polygraph is in the house in Jamaica Clean Sweep. Welcome to you, Polygraph. Welcome. Guys, as you come in, please give me a thumbs up. Please thumbs up the live and share out if you can. Please share out the live, call a friend, and let's have a little line. Let's just try and build our vibes before the race, you know. Yeah, I was saying that the track doesn't seem very fast. Interestingly, I think this is the track that Elaine Thompson ran 10.54 on last year. So last year it was fast, but Mexi Jam is saying it's Mexi Jam. Of course, me know say you. Of course, I know you're my island sister. Yeah. I was watching the channels, the vlogs and stuff, you know. So a Foxoy Roxy is asking, when is it going to start? It's going to start in another hour. It's going to start in another hour. I'm going to tell you I'm going to give you the schedule, but it's scheduled to start in another hour. I think they're going to have the men's hurdles race before, and then they're going to have the women's semifinals, and then the finals are later, because you know that the semifinals and the finals are run on the same day. So usually it's like an hour and a half between both races. And then that is a factor as well, because Shelly-Ann is 35, so her recovery time is not as good as the younger athletes. So sometimes you'll see like in a championship where an athlete is doing very well in the semifinals, and then the finals they tend to not do as well. That was probably Merlin Otti's problem as well, because Merlin Otti ran some very, very good times in her older age, but her recovery time was she needed more time to recover, because with age, I mean, not only young, that's a topic in the building saying big up Jam Fed. And then sister saying that's 2 a.m. here in the UK. Exactly, 2 a.m. in the UK, 3 o'clock in France. The finals is like 5 o'clock in France in the morning, right? So I was saying that Otti, because of age, it's difficult to run too fast back-to-back 100 meters. So that could be a factor with Shelly-Ann. So that's why you will find that in the semifinals, they try as best as possible to conserve their energy. And I think that was Asafa Powell's main problem as well. I don't know if you remember, but if it was a Diamond League race or a one-off race, Asafa Powell would win. 9 out of 10 times, Asafa Powell would win that that race, because it's a one-off. Once it becomes a semifinals and a finals, and it means that you need to have recovery time, and it became a bit more complicated for him to, manage their energy. So that's why, like, for example, yesterday you saw Elaine Thompson running her race, and she slowed down a lot because she's thinking that, I need to conserve my energy. But I don't think we're going to get anywhere close to a world record tonight. I don't think the track is as quick as we were hoping. So I'm not expecting a world record tonight, but I'm expecting the Jamaicans to be there or thereabouts. What do you think about the men, guys? I don't know how go on, but it's been a bit disappointing so far from the men's side. I was hoping that Oblique Civil would have got at least a bronze medal last night, but it didn't really work out. Fourth place is not bad, given that he's 21 years old. So, I mean, being the fourth fastest in the world, it's not that bad. But I was sort of hoping, my heart, my head told me that it might have been complicated, but my heart was hoping that he would have got a bronze. But who are you calling tonight? Who are you putting your money on? Dina Asher Smith from the UK, she seemed really comfortable. Sharika seemed a bit shaky. I'm just putting that down to nerves, because her race was the first race. And I think after winning the championship in Jamaica, a lot of people would probably be putting Sharika as the favorite, And wearing the favorite tag, guys, it's not easy, especially if you don't have that much experience. I mean, she is an experienced athlete, but that once you become the favorite, you become the target, and the pressure just gets a lot more. So there's that aspect as well. I'm not saying it's not bad at all. Yeah, fourth place is not bad. As a matter of fact, even if you're coming at the semifinals, it's not bad. But Jamaican people, we're not happy with nothing less than gold or silver or bronze. Even sometimes if we get bronze, we're not happy. Because when Otti used to get whole heap of bronze, we used to cuss and say, she make them white girl, them are the American, them are beat her out or so. So I guess we're an unsatisfied people. We like to just top the world at all times and just want to be the best. I was watching this YouTube video recently, and the guy was like, oh, his wife is like like his wife is Jamaican, and like he was saying that the Jamaicans give like a sort of attitude that they're the best in everything that we do. And I think it's true, because like me know say like at my school, me like you think so me are the best teacher at my school. You understand? I like to think that I am the best. So I guess it's true. Nazi saying he's very young and I'm proud of him. Absolutely. He's slick. His running technique is very clean, and I'm really looking forward to great things. Johan Blake, well, it didn't work out for him. I don't know, but I think Johan Blake's technique is just not very tidy. You know, it just chaka away. Like, it's all over the place. It's not as smooth as, like, if you look at Oblique Civil when he starts and the transition, it's just smooth, you know? Whereas Blake, it's like him a fight with him body, and, you know? But it must be difficult for him. I mean, we're still proud of him. He made it to the semifinals. And trust me, guys, listen, when you start get old and your body can't do what you used to can do, is a serious thing. It's like, even first time, I could have go all night and then go work a morning and stuff. No, I can't do it. If my friends ever invite me out in the night, no. I have to tell them that I can't come, especially if I work the next day, because I just can't, I don't have the same ability. I don't have the same ability. It's like YouTube. When I started YouTube, I could do 5, 6, 7 lives in 1 week. But now, with age and thing, it becomes a lot more complicated. So, I can't imagine Johan Blake, you know, he's like the second fastest man of all time. And he must be thinking, I don't understand why my body is not doing what it used to be able to do. You know? But it's just life, and we just get slower and slower as time goes by. I guess it's the exception to the rule is Shelly and Fraser Price, because she is getting faster and faster. She's 35, and Shelly look good though. Shelly look good. Why? I don't know, but money can transform people, you know. I guess I need to have a little bit of hope. I have some hope that when we have money, eventually we can get like a transformation and start look, you know? Because if you look at Shelly's pictures when she started off to now, you can definitely see that, you know, money make you can fix up yourself, man. But I'm looking forward to tonight. I am not going to my bed. I am not sleeping a whisker until I see who is taking home the title. Of course, you know, so I have to support Elaine Thompson. She went to my school, so I have a little bias for her. And you know, but anybody who win, I would, you know, be happy. As long as it's a black, green, or gold, I'll be happy. And as I said, I don't expect the time to be extremely fast. I'm expecting probably a 10-7 to I mean, these girls have been running so fast that now we're calling 10-7 slow. Can you imagine? Once upon a time, like 10-8, 10-9 could win you the Olympics. Now, if they run 10-7, we're disappointed. That is how fast these girls are, you know? But I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to tonight. I don't know, but there's just something about track and field that makes you extremely nervous, you know? Especially like a relay race. Like, I don't know if there's anything else in the world that can make somebody nervous like a relay. But let me know who you're backing tonight. My head says Shelly looks really good, but my heart is saying Elaine Thompson might, you know, take it. Sharika, she looked good for the national championship, but I suppose when it comes on to the world championship, It's about the mental headspace. It's about the athlete who has the toughest mentality. And that's what separated like a Bolt or a Tyson Giff or even Justin Gatlin, although him drugs up, from an Asafa Powell, the mentality. And I think if you think mentality, you would have to go with Shelly-Ann and Elaine Thompson. Shelly-Ann go out there with a determination. You can see it on her face, even though she'll smile and stuff. Just looking at her, you can see Shelly's determination that, you know, whenever she runs, it's just one thing she wants, and that it's that victory. And that's a mental ability that not everybody has. Elaine Thompson, she deals with it in a different way, but she does use that psychological and mental toughness to overcome. And for a while, people were doubting Elaine's capacity, her mental state. You know, the fact that she usually messes up in the World Championships. We saw where she won the Olympics, and then people expected that it was going to, you know, channel her into winning more world titles, but it didn't really happen for her in the World Championships. But she came back in the Olympics and defended her title. So once you defend your title, you have that thing now where you are the champion. I mean, Olympics is like the ultimate grail. So being a double Olympic champion, you know, she don't have anything else to prove to herself. So she's coming with that at the back of her mind. Shericka, very experienced, a lot of medals all around, but she has not yet won that global title. I'm not doubting that MVP. They've prepared her and given her, you know, the belief, the self-belief. You could see at the national trials that she had that more self-belief. But remember, Shelly-Ann Fraser wasn't in the finals. Well, she didn't run at the national championship. So what's going to happen when you add the pressure of a Shelly and a Elaine and against a Shericka and a Dina Asher-Smith, who is looking good, and the Kambuji girls and the Americans? The Americans are looking, you know, solid as well. I have to say, though, and I am not bashing anybody, but some of these women, them look borderline. We're not telling no joke. Some of these women look borderline. Like, you're looking at them and you're the muscular structure, it sort of seems funny. You know, it seems a little bit too manly for a number of. I'm watching some of these races, and there's something in me that's a bit uncomfortable. I'm not saying that they're men or these athletes are not women. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that there's a certain level of discomfort that I have looking at some of the muscular structure of some of the women in these races, because them don't look like women. It's the honest truth, I'm telling you. Some of these women don't look, you know what I mean? Like, Arlene, made by Trinilina, is in the house saying, Jamfet dear, hello everyone. Welcome to you, Arlene. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. Yeah, some of the athletes, man, them structure, the upper body, it looks, and come on, we're used to women doing sports for a number of years. So we know what women who are is supposed to look like, you know. But some of these, I feel a way. I feel a way about how some of these women look. But I guess the show must go on. You can only compete against who is there, whether they're man, woman, or in between, I suppose. I'm just hoping that they'll find a way to deal with this issue of women producing testosterone hormones and transgender people wanting to compete. They're going to have to find some clear way of dealing with it. And I mean, I saw what they did with Caster Semenya, and it's, I mean, it was a disgrace the way they handled it, but at the same time, they are going to have to come up with a clear way of distinguishing between clear men and clear women, you know? Because we can't have the doubts surrounding, and I don't really believe in taking hormones, like women taking hormones or pills or whatever to get their body into some biological check where they're going to be, taking a pill to become more feminine. I'm not really comfortable with that. I think that then we need to find a way to distinguish between men and women. We can't have that cloud or that doubt about somebody. And looking at some of these athletes, my eyes sort of open up 3 times because I'm like, that don't look too feminine. That athlete doesn't look like and at the same time, you don't want to call women men because I think it's one of them probably the most humiliating thing you could do, which is to look upon a woman and say she's a man. I'm thinking that must be humiliating. If you're a real woman and somebody look upon you and say you're a man, that's humiliating. But I am looking at some of these athletes. The muscular structure, it doesn't resemble what feminine muscular structure should look like. So we're going to have to find a way to distinguish between man and woman. And I'm not comfortable with transgender men competing as women. I know it's 2022 and people are free to do what they want. And to be honest with you, I respect people's choices and what they want to do with their bodies and stuff. But I don't think that we can accept men competing against women. That for me is totally unacceptable. And just looking with the naked eyes, some of these athletes competing as women, they seem suspicious. Let's put it that way. But we're not gonna really dwell on that. We're gonna leave that for another day. But guys, who do you think will take it home tonight? Who do you think will be champion of the world tonight? I can see they're lining up for the semifinals of the men's hurdles. Who are you backing? My head is saying maybe Shelly-Ann. Shelly-Ann looked very good. My heart is saying Elaine because I want Elaine to win that elusive world title, But I don't know, as long as it's Jamaica. But Jamaicans, we all have our favorite country people are going to root for the country athlete a little bit more than the town people rooting for the town athlete. So I guess that's part of it. And going back to the whole mentality thing, I think we saw with Omar McLeod. Omar McLeod, I forgot to say it, like a serious psychiatrist, them call him, or a psychologist. Like a psy. He's going to have to see someone to sort out his mental space because qualifying to a finals and coming last twice, I can tell you that, it's going to be very complicated to overcome that barrier. It's like when I used to go to school, right? We used to play quiz, school challenge quiz. And for some reason, every year Monroe would beat us. Whether it's semi-final, round 2, round 3. Anyway, Monroe catch us, they would beat us. And it was like a mental blockage in that once you see the draw and you see we end up against Monroe, it's like we just know so we're going to lose. So it's all in the mental space. So if you don't have the mental ability or capacity, you can't be a champion. There's no weak champion of the world. All of them have some story where them never have no food or no money, and them did have to, they had to train, or they didn't have any shoes and stuff like that. And they have some story. I'm just looking at Broadbell struggling, but I think he came third there. You have to have the mental toughness. You have to have a mental toughness to be world champion. You know, it doesn't really. And as I said, Asafa was probably the best example of having the mental space. I don't know if you ever watch sports and like whether it's boxing or football and so, and sometimes you see the athlete like a Ronaldo, like him way hit him head. Like what he's saying is like it's the mental, it's happening in the mind. It's happening in the mind. Like when an athlete goes out there, like say a Shelley and Fraser, she run the finals in her mind like 1,000 times. So she know exactly, you know, what is going to happen because she runs it in her mind. It's just like I guess people say belief kills and belief cures. So if you really believe that you can do something, then I guess you're halfway there. But trust me, once you go on that, and the Americans are good at that. The Americans, not so much nowadays, but first time whenever there's a race and you see like the American athlete, and you see how, whether it's a Gail Devers and she comes out with her long fingernail and, you know, she just start pace around and them start to talk, and it's like the Jamaicans back in the days used to be defeated before the race even started. You know, before the race even started, like Otti and stuff, they would be like defeated because you're going to see Gail Devers and her fingernail and, you know, her wig or whatever. So it's all in the mind, and it's the athlete with the strongest mental capacity on the night that's going to come out on top. So, guys, you're not telling me. Remember to give me a thumbs up the live, and let me know who you think is going to win the championship. All right? I'm going to tell you what each athlete has to do to win, starting with Shericka. Shericka Jackson, she is strong. She's powerful. I'm looking at Shericka, and she's getting more and more powerful. All right? What she has going for her is that she has the strength of 400 meters. And we saw it last night with Fred Curley. Having a 400 meter strength means that you are able to recover a lot easier than, say, a sprinter. If you look at like a 200 meter race, you're always going to see that towards the end of the race, the quarter milers or the 400 specialists are always going to be finishing the race stronger than the sprinters, right? And so like for the 100 meter, where Shericka has the advantage is that she has the strength. So she is going to have the capacity to recover an hour and a half after her semifinals. And that automatically gives her the title of being the favorite, in that she's going to recover. She's not going to be tired after running her semifinal. She can go all out in her semifinals and still come back and go all out in her finals 2 hours later. Why? Because she's built on that. She's built on the running the 400. So she's built on strength. So all she needs to do is just focus and try and get a start. If Shericka is 60 meters with Elaine or Shelley, then Shericka will win the title. Shelley and Fraser, she doesn't have the stamina and she doesn't have the age on her side. So her recovery is going to be shaky. She's 35 years old. So Shelly, and her best bet of winning is going to be the way she has always won, which is get a bullet start and say, catch me if you can. That is how Shelly-Ann Fraser is going to win this title. If she gets a bullet start and says, catch me if you can, because Elaine will be finishing fast and Sherika will be finishing fast. So it's just a question of whether or not Shelly is going to run out of track. All right? I don't expect Shelly to recover well enough to win. It's sad to say, but when you're 35, you're not gonna have the ability to run two fast races within 2 hours. It's very complicated. So Shelly, I'd see her getting a silver as the best bet. Elaine Thompson, for Elaine, her best bet of winning is to get a start. If she gets anything close to, if she gets a start close to Shelly, then it will be over. Elaine Thompson has the fastest top end speed. Okay? And it being 100 meters, I think that I don't expect Sherika to catch back Elaine if Elaine gets a good start. But I'm not seeing Elaine looking as if she's 100%. It doesn't seem as if she's 100%. Welcome to all 35 people who are watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Please give the live a thumbs up. And feel free to participate. And if you want to come up and stay on the screen, I'm going to pin the link, and you can come up and let me know how you see the race going tonight. So I've pinned the link. So if there's anybody who wants to come up here and tell me how they see the race going tonight, you're free to come up on the platform and, tell me how you're seeing it. So as I was saying, for Elaine to win, she needs to get a good start, and she needs to make sure that she's in front of Sherika by 60, 70 meters and hope to have the stamina to hold off a Sherika Jackson. Is there anybody who can spoil the party for Jamaica? Well, Arlene is saying Jamaica on fire. Is there anybody who can spoil the party for Jamaica? Well, Asha Smith is looking very, very good. And I really like Dina Asha Smith. She is slick. She's calm. She is... Ingrid is saying, what time is the race tonight? I am on French time, Ingrid, but I'm going to check and let you know. I can tell you that the finals is in 3 hours time, in 2.5 hours time, and the semifinals are coming up in another half an hour. All right, so that's what I can say to you. I don't know the exact time in Jamaican time because I am on French time, but I'm gonna calculate it for you and let you know. Yeah, I'm in Paris at the moment. I'm in Paris, but yeah. So I expect, but I think yeah, Dina Asha Smith. If there's anybody who can spoil the party for the Jamaicans, it would be Dina Asha Smith. Unfortunately, Asha Smith, her mentality. All right, let me just give you the what's going to happen. So at 17:33, so in another 10 minutes. In 10 minutes time, it will be the semifinals. Okay, in 10 minutes time, it will be the semifinals, and I can tell you that the semifinals have let's see, the women's semifinals. Let me not tell you anything. Okay, so it's in 10 minutes, in 9 minutes to be precise. Semifinal 1 has Shericka Jackson, Dina Asher-Smith, Kemba Nelson, and Muriel Ahori. Those are the 4, and there's Twanisha Terry from the US as well. That is going to be a cracker. That's going to be a cracker because Shericka Jackson, you expect Shericka to qualify there. Dina Asher-Smith, I think it's going to be a little bit too complicated for Kemba Nelson. She's in semifinal 1. You have Muriel Ahori from Ivory Coast. She's there as well. Twanisha Terry from the US. She has run 10.87 this season. She's there as well. Julian Alfred is also in that race. She has run 10.81. So it's going to be the first semifinals is like the group of death. That one might be a little bit too much for Kemba Nelson, in my opinion. But a one-off race, you never know. Kemba is in lane 2. Shericka Jackson is in lane 6. All right. The second semifinals will have Elaine Thompson, and Elaine will be against Marie-Jose Talou. Talou looks good in her semifinal, in her heat, but she has been complaining about a shoulder injury, Marie-Jose Talou. So I don't expect her to trouble Elaine too much. There's Melissa Jefferson, who is in that race as well, and there's Kambuji. I think this is probably the easiest of the 3 semifinals. Antonique Strawn is also in that semifinals. Strawn from the Bahamas, but I think she runs at MVP. She races at MVP. I can tell you that Hansel Parchment won his semifinals. Hansel Parchment won his hurdle semifinals. So he's really flying the flag for the men. The men at the moment, it's a bit weak. Arlene is saying 57, but only 14 likes. Smash it up, guys, please. So, guys, remember to give me a thumbs up. Like the video. It's D-Day. Who are you backing? The Jamaicans are on fire, but the Americans are home. They have home advantage. And let me tell you about the third semifinal. That one has Shelly and Fraser Price. There's Daryl Nita from Britain. She is improving and improving. There's Alia Hobbs from the US. And I mean, Alia Hobbs, guys, you need to look at her and tell me what you think. She has some serious muscle structure going there. But there is Zoe Hobbs as well from New Zealand. I think it should be straightforward for Shelly and Fraser here. This is also a not so complicated semifinal, so I expect Shelly to conserve some energy in her semifinal. But I think the first semifinal with Kemba Nelson, Shericka Jackson, Dina Asher-Smith, Twanisha Terry, Julian Fred, that is the semifinals where it's going to be very tricky. It's going to be very tricky. And it will mean that maybe Shericka Jackson is going to have to really run a lot and use up a lot of her energy. And as we said, when it comes on to the finals of the 100-meter, energy conservation is very important because it is a question of being able to recover to run the finals 1.5 hours later. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see who will win. As I said, for Shericka Jackson to win, she needs to be close to Shelly and Elaine by the 50-meter mark. If she can't catch them by the 50-meter mark, then it's over for Shericka Jackson. I can see that she has been working on her start because she doesn't really have an explosive start, Shericka Jackson. But I see in recent times, and especially at the Jamaican Championship, she really had some good starts. So it's clear that she has been working on the start of her races. Elaine Thompson is also not a traditional quick starter, or at least it's deceptive. Her speed is deceptive. But we saw where at the Olympics last year, she got a decent start. And by decent start, I meant that she was within a meter of Shelly and Fraser. Because you know Shelly and Star is the best in the world. Shelly is going to explode out of that field like a rocket, as her name suggests. So for Shericka Jackson to win, she is going to have to be close to Elaine Thompson and Shelly and Fraser by the 50-meter, meaning that her start, she cannot afford to have a poor start if she wants to win. For Elaine to win, I don't sense that Elaine's endurance is as up to speed as it usually is. I mean, if you watch the championship in Jamaica, Shericka Jackson was pulling away from Elaine Thompson. Not many people can do that. Not many people can do that. Elaine is not somebody you can overtake in a race. You have to get a start ahead of her and hope that she doesn't pass you. So the fact that Shericka was pulling away from her, it meant that either her preparations were not yet up to par, or that, you know, she is not 100%. I looked at the heats yesterday, and Elaine didn't seem as comfortable as usual. She didn't seem comfortable. I don't know if it's because, you know, there's a mind game involved as well, where you don't want to really show your competitors what you have, you know. So I don't know if it was a question of Elaine trying to hide her A game and to, you know, just use as little energy as possible, but she didn't seem comfortable. Usually in a semifinals or a heat, Elaine is going to run a 10-9 comfortably or a 10-8 comfortably. Yesterday she ran 11 point. She doesn't seem as deadly as usual. Is Elaine 100%? I don't know, but I am hoping she is. Everybody who is looking for a world record, I am going to break your hearts, because I don't think a world record is on the cards tonight. I don't think so. It's going to be very complicated. The track doesn't seem to be as fast as it was last year. This was the same track that Elaine Thompson ran her 10-5 on last year. It doesn't seem to be usually a fast track is all right. So guys, the first semifinals is up on your screen now. The first semifinals is up on your screen. If you're not watching, Muriel Howry, she's very graceful. She is in lane 2. Kemba Nelson is there. Shericka Jackson is in this one as well. Kemba Nelson has run 10.8 this season. So it's not like she's a slow coach. So I'm not going to write her off, but it's a very, very complicated semifinals. Dina Asher-Smith is there. She is in top form. And you'll remember that she has a world title in the 200 meters as well. The American Terry is in this race as well. So there are 2 Jamaicans in this one. It's the first semifinals that is now up, and we are going to see whether or not they are going to lay down a marker. Usually the semifinals, you want to use it as a mind game to show your opponents that you're ready. So you want to run a fast time, but you want to make it look as easy as possible. So that's the trick about a semifinals. And also, because you're running the semifinals on the 2 on the same day. Balrog Boxer is saying, are you going to show us the race? I can't show you the race because of copyright issues, Boxer. I can't show the race because of copyright issues, but I will tell you what's happening. They're getting down on their marks at the moment. a lot of nerves in the stadium. I can tell you that. 2 Jamaicans in this one. Will we have 4 Jamaicans in the finals? It's I mean, that would be great, but we have to wait and see. As I said, this semifinal has Ahore, there is Terry, there is Sherika Jackson, there's Kemba Nelson. So it's going to be complicated. Let's see. Sherika, oh, there's a false start, guys. Oh, my God. CDE TV is in the house. CDE, come up on the platform. There's a false start. Oh, my God. Lord of mercy. I don't know who false started, but there is a false start. They're showing Terry. This not safe at all. Oh, my word. There's a false start, guys. Terry, oh no, it's gone over to Alfred. It looks like it's Alfred who ran a very good heat yesterday, and that is out. She is out. She won the NCAA championship. And once again, I told you about experience. Experience, guys, that is it's such an advantage when you get to this level, you know, having experience. I think she's out. I think she's gone. She's gone. There's a red card, so Alfred is gone. And oh my God, can you imagine you train for so long, you get to the semifinals and you are out. So Alfred is out. She was one of the favorites to move on. So clearly, Kemba Nelson has a card. If she doesn't finish in the top 2, which I don't expect her to, because Dina Asher-Smith is here, you would want to qualify as one of the fastest losers. So there are 2 spots up for grab. 2 spots up for grab. And we already had a false start in this one. They're back down on their marks, guys. I hate that false start rule. Oh my God, it is so stressful. It is so stressful, that false start rule. But I have to say that not many people are false starting these days. So I guess the rule is good for television. But let's see. They're down on their marks. And, oh, Sherika got a dazzling start. Asher Smith as well. But Sherika Jackson is pulling away. Sherika Jackson is pulling away. Kemba Nelson is dead and out. Kemba Nelson looked as if she was 5th, but Sherika Jackson won that one. Kemba Nelson way down the track, unfortunately, but Sherika Jackson's time, 10.84. Is that it? 10.84? Yeah, I'm seeing 10.84 for Jackson. So that's a very good time for Sherika Jackson. Dina Asher-Smith qualifies. So as I called it, Asher-Smith and Jackson 1, 2, and Terry in 3rd. But I expected Kemba to do a little bit more. But as I said, experience. She does have the experience, but what she does have is age on her side. So, I mean, better luck next time. We do need Kemba to, you know, be on top of things, because we are looking forward to potentially having a world record in that 4x1. I think that this is it. If we don't try to get that world record, no, we're going to have to wait for the Clayton twins to mature to get that world record. But Sherika Jackson, she got a blistering start. She got a blistering start. And as I said to you, Sherika Jackson has been working on the start of her race. She looks a lot more powerful. She looks deadly, guys. And this 10.8 was easy because she eased down in the end. The race was under control, and she's going to be in the middle of the track. CDE, bless up yourself. CDE is calling it 1, 2, 3 for the women. But CDE, in what order? In what order? Dina Asher-Smith, 2nd, 10.89. Terry, 11.04. So 11.04, as I said, it's not a fast track. You would have expected some faster times. Tristan as Farmer Brown says, Elaine, I got surprise all tonight. I'm going with Elaine Thompson as well, Tristan. I am going with Elaine Thompson. Vibes with Empress in the house. Empress, greetings. How are you doing, my dear? Long time no see. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, remember to give me a thumbs up as you come in. 158 people watching the live stream. And it's D-Day or it's D-Night. We're seeing Sharika undressing. I'm telling us that money make people look good, you know. I don't remember Sharika looking this sexy even up to last year. No, man, come on. People talk to me. Sharika is looking fine. She is looking fine. I don't remember her looking that fine up to last year. So Tristan is calling at 10:47 for Elaine. Long time don't see you too, Jamfet. I'm here, just busy, but here is the second semifinal. This is gonna give us an idea of how let's welcome CM. Real Talk says CM. This is gonna give us an idea as to how ready Elaine Thompson is. This semifinal has Kambuji. She's from Switzerland. The Kambuji sisters are doing very well in Switzerland. Switzerland are our neighbors. Dean Reed says it's not showing on my TV. All right, Dean Reed. Sorry about that, but we'll tell you what's going on. This race has Melissa Jefferson. She is beside Elaine Thompson. Will you show us the races now, says Goldie. We can't show the races. First time here, says Spy. Welcome. Please hit that subscription button, guys, if this is your first time. I can't show the races for copyright reasons. Jason Knight is watching from Miami. Hugh Cunningham is here as well. Just tell us what's taking place in the race. I will. Can't show the race because of copyright reasons, but I am going to tell you what's going on. Elaine Thompson is in semifinals 2. Sharika Jackson just won semifinals 1 ahead of Dina Asher Smith. Kemba Nelson, she finished 7 and she is out. So Antonique Strawn, she had a good start to the season, Antonique Strawn, and then she started to fade away. She trains with MVP and is running for the Bahamas. So Elaine Thompson now getting ready to run in her second semifinal. She's in lane 6. Talu is beside her in lane 5. Jefferson is in 4. Kambuji is in 3. I don't think you'll go beyond those 4, to be honest. Let's hope we won't get any false start in this one. Jack Brown is saying Shelly first, Elaine second, Sharika third. And okay, so Talu is doing very well, but here comes Elaine Thompson now. Thompson getting into her running, 10.83. So Elaine Thompson, it took a while for her to get going that time, but in the end, very comfortable for Elaine Thompson. I tell you guys, it's going to be a battle royal, and I don't expect anything apart from a Jamaica 1, 2, 3, but the order is, your guess is as good as mine. 10-8-2 for Elaine Thompson. So whoever was saying that Elaine was not ready, you got your answer. 10-8-2 from Elaine Thompson. All right, Steve is here. Let's try and add Steve to. Oh, I think he left. Sorry, Steve, I didn't see you. Sorry about that. I didn't see that you were backstage. Sorry about that. So we have 203 people watching at the moment. Remember to hit the thumbs up, guys. And if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do. And I have also a second channel, which is Jamfet Sports channel, that I'm looking for some support from, you know. So Elaine Thompson, 10-8-2. She looks good. She looks very good. Elaine Thompson is ready, guys. Sharika Jackson is ready. And now it's time for Shelly-Ann Fraser to respond. But Elaine Thompson, she has won her semifinals. And it seemed as if Talou was second. Yes, Talou 10.87 in second. Jefferson 10.92, the American, for third. And Kambuji 10.96 in fourth. I think Kambuji's personal best time is 10.94, so not so far off. But Elaine Thompson dropping at 10.82 in the semifinals. Hugh Cunningham saying that the world record is coming. Well, Elaine looks, she has a no-nonsense look on her face. I can tell you that. Elaine has a no-nonsense look on her face. Tristan says Shelly are going to drop 10.90. Well, we are going to see. Shelly-Ann Fraser is now coming up. Our Trinidadian friend is there, Michelle Lee Ayi, as well. So Jamaica is also 11th in the discus at the moment for men. But, well, it's Shelly-Ann's time now to show what she is capable of. Shelly-Ann's time to show what she's capable of. Thank you for the thumbs up. Remember to thumbs up the live. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, it's always good to give us a little subscription and let us feel somewhat good, you know. Hit the subscription button. So, both semifinals so far have been won by Jamaicans. The only negative, I would say, is Kemba Nelson finishing down the back of the track. Sandra Thompson is saying, my family is going to break the record. All right, Sandra. Are you Elaine Thompson's family from Mandeville? Well, big up yourself. I'm from Williamsfield, actually, in Mandeville. So, you know, I have to root for Elaine Thompson. She went to my school. Big up to all the Manchester High School past students and students. He was saying thank you for the update. Wow. So I'm going to tell you what's happening in the third semifinals. A lot of people are predicting world record 10.43, 10.66. I guess when it comes to these races, the most important thing is to win. And so that's why even sometimes you realize that in these races, people just point when they're winning, then punch the air or something like that. And it causes them to lose a few seconds and stuff. But, you know, that's what people are interested in, winning, and not so much the time. But let's see some of the comments, what people are saying and who they're backing. Tristan is saying, I'm from Porus. Okay, big up to all the Mancunians, all the Manchester people. Big up on yourself. Shelly's going to run 10.75. Inspirational Blessed is saying, Tristan, I used to go to Porus Primary for common entrance class. I didn't attend Porus Primary, but I used to go for common entrance class back in the days when it was common entrance. So I have a little bit of an attachment to Porus. Big Things Kitchen is here as well. Big Things saying, representing Jamaica from Canada. Big up yourself. Bonjour, bonjour. To my friends in Canada. Jack Brown is saying Shelly O. Anne-Marie White is saying she's going to do 10.6. All right, let's see what Shelly-Ann Fraser is going to respond with. Daryl Nita is in this one. She's from Britain. She's been improving and improving. I actually like the British sprinters, you know, a lot more humble and a lot more fair play than, say, the Americans. Sorry. Anybody says Shakari? Where's my friend Shakari? I need to give her a call, but I lost her number. If anybody has Shakari's number, I need you to give me what's Shakari's number. Because I don't know where she is. I miss Shakari. What's going on? CDE is backstage, so let's welcome CDE TV.
Go on.
Just come on in and lower your sound. CDE.
Yeah, I hear the TV.
It's a world record 1, 2, 3. All right, so
I think my feet ahead of yours, So I said
I think you are. You are. Maybe I should refresh.
They're in the blocks now. Bullet start. Shelly's got false start.
Oh, there's a false start. Guys, there's a false start.
Trouble.
Oh my God, there's a false start.
Waiting on
Anne-Marie, we can't show it because of copyright reasons. Big Things is saying she's probably sleeping or chopping off her mouth.
It looks like lane 2.
Lane 2.
That's the Bahamian girl. That's the Bahamian girl.
Start. Tamara Myers is saying, I'm watching from the Bahamas. The channel guide is showing it won't come on television until 10 p.m. So thanks for the update. It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. There's a false start, guys.
Well, I think sorry to be the bearer of bad news for her, but it's the Bahamian girl who's false started.
It's our neighbor. She doesn't think she false started. She has a look of disbelief on her face. She does not believe she false started. Have you seen the replay, CD? Because I haven't seen the replay.
There hasn't been a replay. She's protesting it. So she might run under protest.
It's Gator from the Bahamas. The cameras are showing her. She is saying, I did not false start. So let's see what the officials will rule.
Well, they're showing her the reaction times now.
All right.
They're showing her the reaction times.
Well,
guys, please hit the thumbs up as you're here.
Well, she's totally distraught. She's going over to the starter to find out what's going on. She wants an explanation. She's going to look at the monitor. So that's really unfortunate for the Bahamian.
Well, at the replay, no. Well, they all broke even. I'm not seeing the false start. It actually looks like Leah Yee was the one who false started.
Well, she is not having it, and she is now, the starter is explaining to her. She looked at the monitor, and she is still not convinced based on what she saw on the monitor.
She's gone. She's gone, Jamford. She's gone.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the replay, and she doesn't seem to have false started.
Yeah, it does. The side angle,
the side angle shows. Yeah, it's Hayi who false started.
But that's not what it is. Shall it look so?
It's not the Bahamian who false started. It seemed to have been the Trinidadian, Michelle Ayi. That's what my camera is showing here. No, she's going to have to protest. She's going to have to protest.
They've already removed her, so there's
not much. Yeah, but can't they run under protest? I don't understand.
She would have had to run under protest, but they removed her from the race, so that's not and void now.
Shellyan is doesn't seem very pleased.
Back to the blocks.
So sorry for my Bahamian friend watching from Canada. The Bahamian girl Gator has been disqualified.
Clean start. Shelly's out. Smooth. Easing down. and that looks to be 10.94.
Easy
So
run
Nita
in the
second.
park.
Nita second, Hobbs third. But there are two Hobbs in the race.
Tamara is asking, was it Tanya or Anthony? No, Sean was in the semifinals before. It was Gator who got
Gator who
disqualified.
first started, right?
Bellot is saying, are there any apps to watch the race? What country are you in? It depends on the country that you're in. Easy run by Shelley and Fraser Price. And of course, we saw her trying to conserve her energy. She didn't look very pleased at that start. I don't think that girl false started, to be honest. But then
No.
these things are all computerized now, so
All it takes is just a slight twitch at the blocks and you're out. It depends on which country they're in. They probably can use One Spot Media, but that's a subscription.
no, One Spot doesn't show it because they don't have the rights to. I got the message from them today.
Well, I'm telling you, TV just been advertising it on One Spot.
Right, I guess it depends on the country. In France, it isn't. All right.
It probably depends.
Shelley winning the 100 final, says Jack Brown. Tristan is saying, I'm in Canada. How can I see it? Maybe what you could do, guys, is to go to Facebook. If you go to Facebook, Track Heads is showing it. So there's a group on Facebook that's called Track Heads, and they're showing it. So feel free to jump over to Facebook and check the group Track Heads.
Oh, she is so upset.
Yes. Triangle Records saying gold night tonight for us. Big up yourself. Opal Hamilton saying any apps to watch the race. The only thing I can suggest, Opal, is Track Heads on Facebook. They're showing it. Guys, remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. Please subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up.
So they rounded down the time to 10.93.
So 10.93. So we've seen all three semifinals. Hobbs coming in, the American Hobbs, and the Bahamian is still protesting about her disqualification. She's still not convinced, and neither am I, to be honest. She's walking away with the starter. Shelley and 10.93. Alia Hobbs from the US 10.95, and then Daryl Nita 10.97. I think that might mean that Cambodia makes it as our fastest qualifier for the finals.
I can check because it should be updated now.
But in any event, there are 9 lanes. So I mean, if Gaita protests and run in the finals on the protest, because I mean it's really difficult for her.
No, what should have happened, or what would have needed to happen, she would have had to run in this race under the protest. They can't allow her to advance to the final and run on. They have to run in this race.
Let's welcome Christopher Codner. He's in the Bahamas. Christopher, welcome. There's just some bad news for the Bahamas because Tanya Gator was disqualified from her semifinals, which was the third semifinals. That was won by Shelley and Fraser Price in 10.9. So we've seen all three semifinals. And the Jamaicans have pretty much laid down their marker. Sherika Jackson winning semifinals 1 in 10.84, ahead of Asha Smith 10.89. Semifinal 2 was won by Elaine Thompson 10.82, ahead of Marie-Jose Talou 10.87. Jefferson 10.92 was a false start, a fastest qualifier from that semifinal, and Kambuji from Switzerland, 10.96. She made it to the finals as a fastest loser as well. And then Shelly-Ann Fraser, 10.93, won the semifinal 3 ahead of Alia Hobbs from the United States. So the finals will have 3 Jamaicans, 2 Americans, 1 Ivory Coast, 1 British, and 1 from Switzerland.
I'm actually seeing. One second, I'm gonna double check something here. Yeah, correct. Go ahead.
Yes, that's what I'm seeing for the finals. So, I mean, all 3 Jamaicans looked comfortable in the semifinals, I have to say. Elaine looked really comfortable. Shelly-Ann wasn't very happy with that false start. She was beside Gator in lane 2, actually. Shelly-Ann was in lane 3, Gator was in lane 2. So Shelly-Ann wasn't pleased at all with that false start. And she seemed really upset about something, Shelly-Ann Fraser. Not sure exactly what it was. But there you go. The gauntlet has been thrown down by all 3 Jamaicans. CDE TV, who are you calling for this one?
I just shared the page to you so you can show the persons who the qualifiers. There's no markings on it, so they won't know where it came from, but you can share it.
Is it the World Athletics one?
Yeah, man, but it doesn't have a name or anything on it.
Oh, because I'm actually not using a computer. I'm using my phone. But
well, I shared it to you, so you can just add it to this.
Yeah.
So persons can
so
see.
John Watson is saying, when did Kimber Nelson fade? She faded into 7th place. What time is the final? The final is in 2 hours' time. So wherever you are now, just add 2 hours and you'll get the time for the finals. Okay? So Tristan, wherever you are now, I don't know what time it is in Jamaica, for example. Is it 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock?
8 p.m. 8
p.m. in Jamaica. So the finals will be at 10 p.m. Jamaican time, which is 5 a.m. French time, 4 a.m. British time. I think it's actually 10 minutes to 4. So Jamaican time, it will be 10 minutes to 10, the finals.
We're kind of moving fast here, though, Jamfet, because we have the 400-meter hurdles. That's on the track now.
Yes.
This is the semifinals. We have Jahil Hyde in this one.
But to determine a false start, I think they use the reaction time, which is computed. It's calculated by a computer. So in reality, it's very complicated to query that.
I have my doubts about that system, because all it takes is just a twitch on the block and you're gone.
Well, that's
so if you put twitch on the block, you're gone.
This is a semifinals for Jahil Hyde. He's in lane 8, so he's going to have to run blind in this one. Very, very difficult to run for him.
Which is not necessarily bad for him. He just needs to run.
I'm probably going to fade off CD 1 second, because I just need to get a code from my phone. Can you still hear me?
I'm hearing it, just not seeing.
Okay. I'm just trying to change my feed to see if I can be closer to the actual thing. But Jahil Hyde is the Jamaican in this semifinal 1 of the 400-meter hurdles. He's in lane 8.
There's no one in lane 7 beside him, so
he won't be feeling the other athletes until about the 200-meter mark.
Okay, they're off. Fair start. Clean over the first hurdle. Clean over the second hurdle. Going well along the back straight. Clean over the fourth hurdle. And the fifth. Looking a bit relaxed. Stagger is coming around. 200 meters to go. Clearing all hurdles. Starting to fade a bit. He's currently in third position. Pushing for second. He's up now in second and should come home in second.
All
So
right.
the US athlete wins. He's in second. Not sure who's third. Waiting on Martin is third.
So that's a good second place for Hyde, because it means that he could potentially get a good lane in the finals.
Yes, he should get somewhere like lane 6 or so, or 5. So Hyde second. Benjamin is the US athlete. He came first.
So Jahil Hyde, good run there from him. Wasn't so impressive in his heats, but that's much better from Hyde in his semifinals. He's made it to the World Championship finals, and he will be very happy with that, I think.
Watrin is the German athlete. He finished third. Yeah, Benjamin looks easy in this race. Slowing down about 10 meters out.
So let's see what some of the comments are saying. Martin Baker is saying 9.5, it's 9:50. Okay, so that's the time in Jamaica that the race will be run, 9:50. That's 10 to 10 in prime time. Triangle Record says, I think there's 2 finals tonight. Yes, the hurdles, 110 meter hurdles, and the 100 meters for women. So those are 2 potential gold medals for Jamaica. Those 2 races potentially could be a golden night for Jamaica. It would take something special from somebody to defeat the 3 Jamaican ladies in the 100 meters, in my opinion.
I have a little concern over Parchment, though. He didn't look so pleased at the end of his race. There was a slight grimace at the end of his race. So I'm not sure what's going on there. There's also a shot put final, you know. And I think we're in the shot put final for men as well. Are we? No?
So Christopher is saying, I'm not from the Bahamas. I'm just living in the Bahamas. It's straight 1, 2, 3 for Jamaica. Thank you. Sorry for her, says Mr. Watson. Triangle says, what time is the women's final? So it's 10 to 10 Jamaican time, and 10 to 10 Jamaican time, which is, if you're in the UK, it's 10 minutes to 4 a.m. And if you are in France, like myself, well, it's 10 to 5. Thank you, host, for your update, says Hugh Cunningham. Thank you very much, Hugh. Guys, remember to give us a thumbs up as you come in. And if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, you would want to do so, because we're going to keep you up to date with what's going on in Eugene, Oregon. And hopefully we'll have something very, very special tonight from Jamaica.
Guys, remember to hit the thumbs up as well. 129 people watching and all at 61 likes. Let's get that to 100.
We can depend on the women to come good all the time. That's really true. the men are struggling at the moment, especially in the quarter mile. I was a bit surprised that we were that weak in the quarter mile, but
So we have another
I had
Jamaican
limited
in
ads,
Heat
you know, on
2.
CDE, but they have corrected it since 2,800 views. Thank you guys for tuning in.
They removed the limited ads.
Yeah,
Okay.
I queried it. I didn't know you could query it while it's going on.
Man,
So,
the YouTube have
guys, let me
flown.
tell you what the schedule is for tonight. I'm going to give you the schedule in a minute, and I'm going to give you the lane draw for the finals.
Do you want me to share that to the screen, or you have it?
Yeah, you can share it to the screen because I have it, but because I'm on my computer, I don't really want to.
Which one they want? Do you want the women?
So the women's final, because the lane draw is very interesting. So we're going to share with you the lane draw for the finals of the 100 meters for women, guys. This, wherever you are not going to want to miss this one.
Well,
The
it's tightly
lane
packed.
draw has, I'm not seeing,
There it
I'm not.
is. I shared it. There it is.
All right. So in lane 1, it's going to be Kambuji from Switzerland. She has run 10.89 this season, which is her personal best. Jefferson from the US, she's going to be in lane 2. She has run 10.82 this season. Sherika Jackson, she has run a season's best of 10.77. Her personal best is 10.76. She's in lane 3. Elaine Thompson, she's in lane 4. She has run 10.79 this season. She's beside Talou, 10.87 for Talou this season. She's been a bit modest all season. Fraser Price is out in lane 6. Fraser Price is going to be running from lane 6. I'm not sure that's good for her. She has run 10.67 this season. Alia Hobbs, the American, she has run 10.81 this season. She's in lane 7. And Asha Smith, 10.84, is in lane 8. I think this lane draw suits Elaine Thompson to the T, in my opinion, because she wants to keep an eye on where Sherika Jackson is much more than where Shelly and Fraser Price is. Because everybody knows Shelly-Ann's game plan. Shelly's game plan is going to be get a bullet start and catch me if you can. Elaine
Yeah, but
Thompson needs to know where Sherika Jackson is at all times in this race.
Remember, it's a flat 100, so I don't think they're going to have time to know where each other is. You just have to put your foot to the ground and just run. And I can tell you, it's going to take some catching to catch Shelly-Ann.
It's going to take some catching to catch Shelly-Ann. She's for Shelly-Ann, it might suit her the fact that she's not where the hustle and bustle will be.
Right.
Talou will always get a good start. That's for sure. But she will fade away. Shelly-Ann won't be in the hustle of feeling Elaine or Sherika. So she won't know where Elaine or Sherika is until she's close to that finish line. Elaine will be able to feel Sherika to her left, and she'll have Talou, who is a brilliant starter, to her right-hand side. I think this is the best lane draw for Elaine Thompson. That's how I see it. I could be wrong, but that's how I see it.
Okay,
I think it's good for Shelly-Ann as well.
Just to bring up the second heat in the 400 hurdles, is off. The Jamaican athlete is moving pretty well at the moment, coming up to 200 meters to go. He's currently in what looks to be 6th based on the stagger, coming around to the straight, making a push, and that's it. He's flat out. He's gasping for air now, and he's going to end up last. That's Shane Rowe, I think it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. That's
Last.
unfortunate. Not sure who the athlete is. Um, wasn't paying attention to
So
that, to
the
be honest.
Brazilian Dos Santos wins that
Easy,
heat.
easy for the Santos.
Yeah, season
47.85.
season
He's gonna,
campaigner.
yeah. It's very complicated to beat the Santos. Uh so let's see what Triangle Record says. I agree with you. Uh, only one to stop the tree may be Talu from Africa. And Triangle saying, Jamfet, where have you been?
No,
Man, I've been
I,
doing so
I
many
don't see Talu. I
things.
don't see Talu figuring.
She's not strong enough, and she's not 100%.
No,
She's not 100%. She has a shoulder injury, Talu. So it's going to be
and
complicated for her to.
the only other one is Asha, and Asha, I don't has run our fastest time already. I don't think she
Asha,
has any more
Asha is out in
left in
lane
time.
8. So Asha will not know anything that's happening in the race, unfortunately. That's going to
Right.
be complicated for her. All right, let's tell you what's happening in the for the starting lineup for the 110-meter hurdles. The lineup for that one has Brathwaite from Barbados in lane 1. Zikier from Poland is in 2. Devon Allen, the favorite, is in lane 3. He has run 12.84 this season. Grant Holloway, he's a season campaigner as well. He has run 13.01 this season. Parchment, the fastest he has gone this season is 13.09. But if Parchment is anywhere close to the leaders mid-race, you know he's going to finish really, really fast. Allen and Holloway are beside each other. That's going to be the hustle and bustle. In our hurdles race, you don't want to be so close to your competition. So that might be a disadvantage for them. Cunningham from the US, he's in lane 6. He has run 13 this season, 13 flat. And then Zella from Britain is in lane 7, and Martinez from Spain is in lane 8. So Parchment in 5, Holloway in 4, Allen in 3. And I guess it's just a question of who the placings, who will be 1, who will be 2, who will be 3 for that one.
Again, remember that hurdle is not that's an easy race to run. All it takes is one hurdle, and that's it for you.
Exactly. And in the finals, with the stress and with the nerves and the crowd and the anticipation, especially they're running at home, that's not necessarily an advantage in the hurdles.
No.
So coming up, guys, what's left? There is going to be the 200 meters for heptathlon. That's coming up. Then it's going to be the semifinals for the men in the 1500 meters. Then it's the finals of the 110-meter hurdles. Jamaica could get its first medal there. Parchment is in lane 5. And then it's the big one. And I'll give you the lane draw again for those who are just joining us. Lane draw for the women's 100 meters. Kambuji is in 1. Jefferson is in 2. Sherika Jackson is in lane 3. She's beside Elaine Thompson. Hira, Mary Jose Talu is in lane 5. Shelley Fraser Price is out there in lane 6. Alia Hobbs in lane 7. Asha Smith is in lane 8. And all 3 semifinals were won by Jamaicans. Sherika Jackson winning the first semifinals, 10.84, I think it was. Elaine Thompson dropped 10.82 for her semifinals, and Shelley and Fraser looking very annoyed at the fact that there was a false start beside her. She ran 10.92. But Shelley would probably be happy that she didn't use up a lot of energy in that semifinals. You know, it's about energy conservation. They have to come back very, very shortly for the finals. Now it's just about preparation and conditioning. Who has the best conditioning to be able to run these two races back to back? Asha Smith will probably be disappointed with her lane draw in lane 8. She came second in her semifinals, but
again, you see with the flat races, Jamfet, I don't say I can't see an issue with lane draw in the 100.
no, but you
Because
want to
everybody,
know and where you're. I think it matters because you always want to have an eye, or at least to feel the breeze of your most direct competition, even if it's a flat race. For example, as I said earlier, you know Shellyan is going to get a fast start. If you're Elaine
that
Thompson,
might
you
be
need to,
Asha's motivation to chase Shelly.
yeah, but she's in 8, Shelly's in 6. I'm not sure she's going to be seeing much of Shelly, to be honest.
Yeah, she's going to be seen behind her.
Why I said it favors Elaine Thompson is because Elaine Thompson is beside Talu, who is a very fast starter. So Thompson's game plan is, let me get a start close to Talu, because Talu and Shelly and Fraser Price will be the fastest starters. Sherika Jackson, her start is better. She has worked a lot on her start. But I think if Elaine is going to win the race, she's going to have to be in front of Sherika Jackson, not chasing a Sherika Jackson. Because Sherika Jackson looks very, very strong. And as I said, she's a 400-meter hurdler. She's a 400-meter runner. You don't really chase down 400-meter runners.
Yeah, the Sherika has that in her advantage. She has the strength to complete.
Roxanne is saying, did all the Jamaicans qualify for the finals? Well, all except Kemba Nelson. Nelson finished 7th in her semifinals. It was a tough semifinals as well, but she finished 7th. Sherika Jackson won her semifinal. Elaine Thompson won hers, and Shellyan won hers. Elaine Thompson going into the finals with the fastest time out of the semifinals, 10.82. It was comfortable for her. It was comfortable for Shellyan as well, and it was comfortable for Sherika Jackson. People are looking for the world record. I'm not sure.
We have heat 3 now of the 400 hurdles. We have Kemar Mowat in this one. He is currently in lane 4. Not after a bad start there on the back stretch. Currently still in 4th position based on the stagger. He's going to be pulling into 3rd now because the athlete on the outside is fading. But he too is also fading. Coming down to the stretch, another 30 meters to go, final hurdle. And Kemar Mowat is pushing, and he will end up in 4th place.
So he's going to have to look at the time to see if he can qualify with the time. It's the top 2 plus the 2 fastest losers. I know people don't like to use the term fastest losers anymore. But,
yeah.
The
Norwegian Warholm won the heat. Papio came second. He's from France.
So that's good news for France there.
And it looks to be the US athlete came 3rd. That's Rassa. Khalifa Rassa came 3rd. And Mowat finished 4th.
So we need to look. I'm going to try to look at the time to see if that's going to be enough for.
Kamara Mawat is 48.59. I don't think that will help him much. The seat was 48 flat.
48.59. Yeah, it's going to be too slow because Watrin from Belgium. Well, Belgium. What did you say? 48.59.
48.59 was his as the fourth place time.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough. Maggie from Estonia ran 48.40 in the second semifinal. So he is going to be ninth. He's out. He's out. Just falling short. So only one Jamaican will be in the finals for the 400 hurdles for men, and that's Jahil Hyde. He ran 49.09 for second place in his semifinal behind Rai Benjamin, who is a clear favorite. Da Santos, 47.85 from Brazil. He won second semifinals. Sean Rowe finished eighth in that one, 49.80 for the Jamaican. And Maggi from Estonia, he's going to qualify as the fastest loser from Heat 2 ahead of Moat. So that's unfortunate for Kemar. He ran 48.59. So that's too slow.
So, John, based on what I'm seeing here now, it seems that all the qualifiers for. No, but it can't be. No, something wrong. Hold on, let me double check something.
Can we kick this person?
Who's that?
Milk and Cream.
Yeah, let me leave it at 1 second.
So guys, please like up the stream. It's D-Day. It's D-Day. Fireworks expected in the United States a little bit in an hour and a half. And it's hard to look past the black, green, and gold of Jamaica. Let me just apologize for that spammer. So, well, guys, so there you have it. Jamaica getting a few more finalists. Jahil Hyde making it to the finals of the 400-meter hurdles. Hansel Parchment made it to the finals of the 110 meters. That is going to be run tonight. And then, of course, Shelley and Fraser, Price, Elaine Thompson, Hira, and Sharika Jackson making it to the finals of the women's race. We're going to end this portion of the live, but CDE, what's your call?
One, you mean in the women's? It's going to be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but in what order?
I've not called. As I say, it's going to be hard to catch Shelly. In the form that she's in, it's going to be hard to catch her. So
I'm going to stick my head out on the block. I'm going to say Elaine Thompson will win. Shelly will be second and Sharika will be third. That's how I'm seeing it.
If Elaine is to win, she'd have to put out her best performance from the season.
Well,
on the track tonight.
Yeah, she has run 10, 8, and 2.
Yeah, but I'm saying in order for her to win in the shape that I see Shelly in, she'd have to put out her best form flat out on the track tonight.
Well, I mean, you need 10-6 to win. That is clear.
There you go.
10-6 will win. Even though, as I said, the track is not very fast. We saw that in
Yeah,
the
I don't foresee a record on this track.
I
I'd be
don't.
shocked if we get one.
I'd be shocked as well. But I think seeing the ease with which Shelley ran her 10-6 in Paris, because I was there in Paris, she ran 10-6-7 here. She also ran it in Jamaica. You could see a 10-6-0 winning the title.
So the next one come back here now. It's the same person, you know.
Also, is somebody doing it deliberately then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so guys, I am going to stick my head out to say Elaine Thompson 10-6-2, Shelly and Fraser 10-6-8, Sharika Jackson will PB 10-7-2. That's how I see it. Just before we end this live, let me give you the lane draw once again for the women's finals. The women's finals, it's 9:50 Jamaica time, 9:50 p.m. Jamaica time. It's 4:50 London time, and it's 3:50 London time and 4:50 French time. Lane 1 will be Mujinga Kambuji from Switzerland. Lane 2 will be the American Melissa Jefferson. Can the US surprise us and get on the podium? Sharika Jackson is in lane 3. Elaine Thompson will be beside her in lane 4. Marie-Jose Talou will be in lane 5. She's splitting the Jamaicans. Shelley and Fraser Price in lane 6. Alia Hobbs, who is probably the stronger of the American, she's in lane 7, and she ran down Shelley in her semifinals, but it might be a year or two a bit too early for the Americans to challenge. And then Dina Asher-Smith, who ran very well this season. She has run as fast as 10.84. Her personal best is 10.83. So she's in tip-top shape. She came second in her semifinal. She's out there in lane 8. So that's it for now. Thank you so very much for joining us. George Floyd is in CDE. Okay, so I think we have been found by the spammers. So it's probably a good time to end the live CDE. So
yeah, thank God.
All right, guys. So thank you very much. And remember, I'm going to put my second channel out there, which is Jamfit Sports Channel. Please subscribe to Jamfit Sports Channel. I'm trying to find the link.
I didn't see this one. There are more. I'm seeing them in the stream here, but I'm not seeing them on the YouTube side. So there are a lot more. There are a lot more on the stream here. I didn't see them.
Oh my!
But I think you can block them from the stream here, you know.
Oh.
These people are
to the genuine people who are watching, sorry about that. Of course, we try to delete the messages as soon as we see them. This is the link to Jamfit Sports Channel. Please connect to Jamfit Sports Channel. All right, so thank you very much. This was Jamfit Live. Take care, everybody, and good luck to all our athletes. and I'll probably come back after the race to say I told you so. Come
So
on!
you're not gonna do the race itself?
I might not be here. I might not be here, but we'll see.
All right.
Okay. Bless up yourself, Kerry and Mackenzie, as well. Big up on yourself, guys. And thank you so very much.